Take it away.
Hello and welcome to Desis and Dragons. We're your Desis and we're here to play Dungeons and Dragons. We're happy to have all of these guys here with us for an exciting adventure of the Broken 12. Let's start introducing people who's not. Let's give you a quick rundown on who's here. We have Shubhameta, who's playing Pewter, the Warforged monk. We've got Alika Gupta, #1 fan, and who's currently playing the fighter human who rides Cosmo, the Cerulean Chimera. Yes, that is what we're calling it, Cosmo. In addition, we've got Karun, who is playing Felix, the Shifter Druid. We have Indrani, who's playing Talvar, the human with a fiery hair Forge Cleric. And we have Rohan Joshi, who's playing the wizard. I can't say his name with a straight face. You want to introduce your character's name?
His name is Han Stormkiller, bro.
There we go. Han Stormkiller, bro. Everyone, remember the bro is important. All right. So yeah, those are the characters.
For a second, I thought you were going to say, and we have Rohan Joshi, who's high. It was like...
I thought it didn't need to be said.
That personal attack is unnecessary, bro.
Sorry, bro. But yeah, let's find out what happened last session for those who might need a little remembering. Pewter, let's load up the memory file.
Rebooting. Memory log. Check this function. Memory corruption has not increased. Data recovery shows that someone during the war knew me and Talvar. We'll investigate this later. On more pressing matters, thanks to the aid of a flying carpet, its inebriated and disgruntled owner Han, as well as a shifty-seeming druid Felix, we have now stopped Suzanne from merging with her Pegasus. Preventing the creation of Pega-Human is a victory in itself. However, Nogu has also managed to get the relic. Now, we only need to win the race. Medu, get on with it.
Wow.
Wow, very aggressive. Very aggressive. Yeah. So yes.
No pressure.
So yeah. Medu is on. You all watch it. Medu is on Cosmo and is flying off to heading straight for the race. She is far ahead from the other guys. She is at least a couple of minutes, if not more, away. The fight was violent but quite brief, and she already had the lead on everyone else. So she's going on. Suzanne's not going to ride. The Hippogriff's not going to ride. So at this point, you are all there together watching this go off. And so you got the idea. Do you guys want to stick around here? Do any of you want to go off and try and get to the finish line so you can see what's going to happen before Medu and the others arrive? Or is there somewhere else you guys want to go? You're currently Luta's has come down. He's done. He's like, you could hear him to 99, 100. He's just coming off his push-ups, his sadness push-ups, as he's just coming down.
Why is he sad?
Huh? Oh yeah, well, if you want to find out why he was sad, that wasn't in the log. You can watch more last week as to what could possibly have upset him. Looks at Han, and this as these are coming down. So yes, how do you guys? Who wants to head off to the end of the race? Who wants to stick around, or is there anywhere else anyone wants to go?
We're professionals at this. I have made this clear many times. There was an announcement that I needed to make is that we're doing another dice giveaway today. So if you want to win dice, all you need to do is to subscribe to the channel and stay active on chat. But back to the game. But yeah.
I turn to Felix and say, yo, this human randomly talks in third person about her ads. Damn weirdly, no?
It's
bro, like...
Yeah.
I'm working on it in therapy, all right? You don't have to point it out.
Nogu gets on little bit.
Everybody else heard that, right?
Yeah.
Who is he talking to?
Pewter just
Can you
turns.
not see the 17 people watching us right now? Is that just me?
Pewter turns to Han
Chad
and his.
is like, Chad looks. He's like, you see it too? And then so he's like, actually, I need to go. I need to announce this race. And Chad, the tiefling who was with you, was doing all these celebrity announcements. Like, he should be monitoring this race. He gets on his wings and flies off to go actually do his job. Hopefully,
Right.
you'll see him in a bit. This is Chad Bro. Never forget his name.
Can't even if I
Cousin of
try.
Han, Stormkiller Pro.
Cousin of Han for sure.
Oh,
Why
That's
do
right,
we-
bro.
Why do we attract such people? That's what I want.
Yeah.
Keep trying to forget his name. but I
Meanwhile, at
can't.
this point, Pewter has just started walking, making a beeline with a limping leg and like one joint kind of detached that he's still assembling towards the finish line to see what's happening next.
I attached your joint for you with
Yeah.
that fucking spell I use, alright? So,
Squeak,
up.
squeak.
I
It
wanna
is the
ask,
point you need.
Is that Pega human thing still on the ground there? Like,
Yeah.
She's converted back into Suzanne and the Pegasus.
she's converted to Suzanne and the Pegasus separately.
Yeah, they're separate now.
All right. Are they awake?
They're both knocked out. Medical attention has been called, and so some guards are coming. Sorry, Karun, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I want to ask Nogu about this relic and like what is it? Like how did it get here? Like how did it just do what it did?
He like looks nervously, and you can see him. He's like coming down. Like he's still a little bit high. He's like, okay, I'll explain to you and the 17 people who are watching, because I see them too.
yeah.
I see them all there. But maybe when they're not there, because they don't really be the end of the world. And just like he starts like wavering off his feet, and
I'm gonna cast my I have my School of Enchantments charm thing.
Mhm.
And I want to charm this dude into telling us everything.
Sure. You want
Because I've been standing there and this suddenly just sounds interesting as shit. Because I don't care about the race, as we know, organized sports are fascist. So
Sure. All right.
I want to know. I'm with this guy who I met on the way here.
Yeah.
So I want to know.
no.
I want to know what's up. So I charm him.
Nogu is it automatically fails. He's too high to pass a saving throw. So he's just like saying,
right,
"Okay,
you
sure."
inebriated our underage druid. Which is amazing.
I'm a man
It's never
today.
too early.
I'm a man today. So
I mean,
Yeah,
it's different in different cultures the way I see it. Like,
yeah,
and I think you're being very close-minded.
yeah.
I don't give a fuck. It's fine.
So okay, so this relic, and he like points to the relic that's like in his like boat, which you have there are 12 slots, and he's like put one there. Like, so this is one of 12 relics that is supposed to steal away this big evil called Asam.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
The Conciliator.
There you
The
go.
big evil that's supposed to alter reality if it comes out in a bad way. Not like in a fun way, like the way my reality is altered right now. Like, oh damn, this is did these colors exist before? Yeah.
Shrimp colors.
Oh, right. So if these pieces are starting to break down, that's why they cause random mutation in Suzanne, I think it's her name. She seems lovely. So does the Pegasus, but not together, separate. But if they are, so I have to find the other 12 and like fix them and like make them work, because otherwise bad stuff's gonna happen, and then the Conciliator's gonna break out and cause chaos like he did 1,000, 2,000, thousands of years ago. He made things really bad, and I'm not supposed to make things really bad. Why am I sad all of a sudden?
I'm gonna go wrap my arms around.
You're so warm, like uncomfortably warm.
I'm really high at this point, and I find this really touching.
Yeah.
Like this whole thing, I'm like, this shit is great, and I hand Felix the blunt.
Felix takes it and when he's not looking, throws it down on the floor.
Oh my god.
So rude. Good thing he
This
has.
is the guy who's like
Yeah.
dead.
Take out my next emergency blunt.
Yeah. He has.
Light that one up instead. And I'm like, so theoretically, what you're saying is this thing can fuse any random two things together.
Each of the 12 pieces messes with reality in different ways. This one, when it's not working, seems to fuse people and beasts together. Now that it's working, I think it does it in a less weird way. I can test it later, but I think it's not going to make the Pega. Why is that funny?
Can I ask you another question? I'm sorry, guys. I'm by the way, I'm a researcher. I'm a student at university, and this is just natural curiosity. So I need to ask this for scientific purposes. Nogu, so theoretically, what you're saying is, if I have a hot friend and I have a fish,
I don't get where you're going with this. I'm 16.
I don't think anyone gets where you're going with this.
I don't know.
I mean, I guess you guys must not have mermaids where you come from. It's fine. It's fine. It's cool, I guess.
City
It's
people,
fine.
man. There's no water bodies around.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
curious,
fine.
would you still be happy if it was the reverse mermaid that was created, like legs of a human and the face and torso of a fish?
I'm a university, bro. I'm open-minded as fuck.
Fair
Wow.
enough.
Should I go to university?
Yes,
As you guys are
should
cons-
go.
You absolutely should, Nogu.
Tuition fees ain't worth it. Don't do it.
You're not there to give him this life advice that everyone's forgotten about. But who is there is Luther's come down. And Pewter, did you stick around for this conversation or did you wander off?
I'm trying to wander off. My pace is very slow because I'm still like
Yeah.
twisting my leg back
Yeah.
into place.
So like Luther like comes over and he's just like, okay, you're coming with me. Because remember, you're
Yeah.
under arrest for the shit you did.
I'm
Sure.
going to saunter up to Luther.
Saunter.
So-
I'm about to enchant Luther as well, but then I realized that this person seems to have an effect on him already, and I just withdraw.
I woke up to him. I'm like, hey, buddy, we're wrapping up around him.
Yeah?
Where are you taking him?
Well, the rest of the guards have come over. We need to investigate this area, but I have to keep him within sight because he's under arrest for, interfering with the race, assaulting Suzanne with a rock, and we just need to sort this out because interfering with the race is a crime, and we need to sort this out. Probably won't be in there for very long, but law is the
How
law.
long do you guess?
Let's see. He's a warforged. He's a thing.
I'm gonna lean closer to him and think,
Okay.
Who is here? Okay.
yeah.
I lean to Felix, and I'm like, yo, this toaster is pretty hardcore, bro.
I'm gonna be like, this is a first offense. You can let him go. The poor guy, he can't even remember where he came from. It was probably a memory dysfunction. I can fix it.
That's not entirely correct. I can remember where I came from.
That is
Okay.
also
Yeah. Roll either persuasion or bluff, your choice, with advantage.
okay. Let's bring it to us here.
Yeah, because Pewter is he's not paying attention to Pewter. Otherwise, you would have equalized
Yeah,
because of his
alright.
nonsense.
Either deception or persuasion.
Or persuasion.
Both the same. So. Okay, that was genuinely a natural 1 and a 19.
Oh, nice.
So,
You should probably go with the 19 then.
yeah, 19.
So 19 total.
19.
Oh. You see, his knees start to shake, and he's like, okay. I just have to take him, and we'll just do it. We'll probably
It's fine.
waive the fee. We just gotta. I'll take it to a judge to explain this. We'll let him off with a warning. We just gotta keep him. I just gotta stay close with him.
I
And,
have many
that's it.
warning systems currently flaring up.
Good.
How about this? How about you hang out with us and you can keep an eye on him and we
Yeah.
can have him around because he's a really valued member of our whatever it is we have.
Right. Sure. Yeah. Let's all hang out. Yeah, we should hang out.
Yeah.
I mean, we should all
You should
hang
come
out.
meet. You should come meet Han and Felix. They're great
Right.
guys. I just met them, but they look.
Sup, not.
He means
I just
that in a loving way.
I just growl at him.
They seem to really like me, and Nobu's just waving. I'm not a knock.
Alright, come on, and I'm gonna
Okay.
turn him around with
And you're all heading over to the finish line.
yes.
Okay, so you guys are heading off to the finish line. Because of the way the race is arranged, it's easier to you guys to walk there than it is for the race. So you have a chance to get there ahead of time. Now,
Yeah.
Mid, you are racing as fast as you can. You're going to the fast district. No other traps coming in your way, but the other guys, they are quick. So they are going to have a chance to catch up. So you're going to roll a d20. You're going to add your animal handling or your athletics, your choice. You need basically, if you let's go. Let's see. If you can beat you roll with advantage because you're so far in the lead. If you can beat a 15, you just win. If you beat a 20, you win by miles. If you get less than 15, it's gonna get close, and we're gonna have a roll off.
You have a
Awesome.
D4.
Yes, I have a D4. I have a lot of stuff because
So you
my
should-
animal handling is
You should
the
do this
bomb.
then. Yeah. All right. So make the roll.
You
I got the
it's fine.
fucking dice. Wait, hang on. With advantage, right?
With advantage.
Yeah. Okay, that's great. Let me add my D4. In fact, it's 2D4 because I get the thing from mark of handling. What is
Hey!
16 plus 7? That's 23.
23. Yeah. You go in fast, and as you're like going in, you're pushing in faster than ever before, and he's like going in, and it's just this beautiful blue blur, just like going in fast, and you feel like the champion you are. You're going in, and these guys they can barely make it to the finish line before you show up, and you come in with this beautiful gliding in. You go and just land in beautifully, like, and just like going through these, like, you go to like this rope that's there, the ribbon that's there, you crash through, you see these crowds of people, they're like looking, and you see people like, it's like, oh, that's amazing, it's so pretty, and a few people back like, damn it, I lost so much money, but there's mostly they're overwhelmed by the cheer because they're excited. Someone's come in as broken, and you've come in with Cosmo landing in gracefully, a beautiful performance. Everyone's like looking spectacular. Old-fashioned cameras are taking shots of all this happening. There's like cheering as this is going on. Give me a perception check. You and specifically Talwa, give me a perception check.
That sounds ominous.
Oh boy.
Oh, good. I rolled a nat 20, which is a total of 23.
Nice.
21.
Okay. With a 23, you notice, like, as this is happening, you can see the area where the person who's like announcing the winner. You could see, this little gnome with little specks is on there. Like, he's getting up his clipboard, and he looks like this guy's like ready to announce the race. As he's about to and he's looking forward, like, he's got this little microphone to like prepare to announce the race, and they're taking a deep breath to like get the announcement going. You can also see Reggie is in the corner. He's got a bunch of halflings with him. He's like, yes, she won, and he's got this big bottle of champagne, pops it, and he's like ready. He really should. But again, you can hear one person whispering like, shouldn't we do this with her? We have more champagne. This one's for me. We'll get this for her later. And he's like pouring the champagne all over his guys. They're all so excited. With the 21, you notice the wing that Cosmo has. It was not meant to race this hard. Like, you did a lot of good work and nothing, but it's coming apart. Like, if she hadn't won as fast as she did, it would have probably already fallen off. But it's like it's broken, I think, and basically Cosmo's going to be walking home.
I can fix it though.
Yeah, you can fix it, definitely.
Yeah.
But it's like she went so fast that it's breaking apart. You'll need to take it to like a lab or like a workplace or something and spend a few hours fixing it.
Yeah.
But like Cosmo doesn't look hard. Cosmo's thing is
I will remind you that I did give Cosmo, maybe that is why he still was able to fly, but I did give him the blessing of the forge.
Yeah. I'm well aware. That's why it's not falling apart at the front of the thing. You got it because you got over 20 on your perception. Like, no one else can tell that it's about to fall apart. Everyone else is like, this is a masterpiece of work. You look like it's falling apart.
I don't want to ruin the moment for Cosmo, so I'm gonna run over and be like, "Hey, buddy," and like just as I'm like petting him and
However,
like fixing the if I can.
Medu, as you're seeing this, as the announcer about to like, somebody like taps his shoulder and he turns around and you see the person is the woman with the curly hair and the clipboard, and you recognize it's Suzanne's manager, but also it's your mum who's there.
Wow!
And they like and she speaks to him, and there's like this terse conversation. And you can see that the announcer, who's just like looking like confused and worried, and you can like hear him mutter like, "That's outrageous." He shakes his head. Then he speaks into his mic for like, "Hello, hi, every fan. Hi, this is we have some unprecedented news that we have to announce." He's saying as like eventually like the other races are slowly coming in. Yes, we unfortunately have some bad news, and like everyone's like, looking, what do you mean bad news? Yes, it appears that there was some interference with the race from outside individuals. It appears some unusual curse was cast on one of the players, and then there was an interference from several individuals. A report of is this accurate? You can hear him like speaking, and it's like a shifter was came in, whacked someone with a spear. A wizard on a magic carpet who may have been providing narcotics to young children was involved in casting spells on the racers. In regards to this, the current race results are suspended while investigations are underway. That means the prizes will not be given at this time.
That's some really bullshit. God.
No.
Yeah, everyone is reacting the same way. Like, what the fuck? No, this isn't. And you can see the person, like Reggie's got.
Fucking told you sports for bullshit.
Yeah, Reggie's got the champagne ready, and he was like excited. Like, wait, you mean she didn't win? Fuck all my bets, and he smashes his champagne bottle on it. It's just what the hell? It doesn't matter. I have lost so much money. Oh my god.
You haven't lost it.
Oh my
You haven't
god.
lost it.
I needed the winnings, but no one's gonna pay out in this kind of. Who bets on like a race being called and a technicality like this nonsense? There's one guy in the background, this little half orc who's just this little like a orc who's like, yes, payday.
Oh god.
Profit, the fortune cookie was right. I'm gonna eat all the noodles, and he goes off to get his winnings.
Wow.
God, I hate this. Wait, so fuck, this means I turned to Felix and Han, like, we needed that money. We were trying to save a ranch. This wonderful centaur lady runs this ranch, and we were trying to help her with that money, and we...
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You see Calatia's in the corner, and she just looks horrified as she just like realized what happened. She had these little, like she had these fire that's like, well done, like yay Cosmo, and she just like, she just looks heartbroken.
I'm gonna walk over quickly to Han and like ask him. I am wondering, you will be purchasing your supplies from someone. Could you perhaps put us in touch with them, and then we can sell those same supplies and make the money we need?
Yo, the toaster wants to deal drugs. What? You had a better idea.
Luke, who has been right next to you this whole time.
I walked away to Han. I walked away.
Luke is holding on. He's not letting you run away. He
Sure.
knows you're a monk. He knows
Okay.
you can get away.
Fair enough.
He's like,
In which case,
I-
I look at him and I'm like, by supplies, of course, mean magical carpets.
Right.
I
Yeah.
look at Luther and I say, I just want to inform you that I have never seen this man before in my life.
I am not a man. I'm a warforged.
I was on my way here. I saw this toaster fall out of the sky. I have no idea who he is. Now he's asking about drugs. Listen, I don't know what's going on here. And that smell on me, that's just houseplant.
Sure.
Not relevant, but important.
I'm going to.
And more important, changing the subject. What can we do to help your ranch?
Right.
Yeah, you.
We need to get our story straight. We need, because they're going to question all of us about this. 'Cause they saw you, I pointed hard. They saw you, I pointed Felix, and then they saw you, and I pointed.
Why
can't prove it.
don't we go and talk to them and like convince them that we
Our story
They were
involves
helping. We were helping.
a peg a human. I am not sure we can convince anyone.
Shut up, you drug dealer. Don't talk to me, criminal.
No, I never knew pewter would turn to crime.
But Cosmo!
What's this, like Luther's like, okay, you can see like
You were there. You saw what happened.
I did, and I will definitely speak on your behalf to explain what's happening and oh god, but this might still take some time to sort out. I'm going to caution. It says Peter, please don't leave while I try and like sort things out. But it will probably
I link
interview
an arm
ourselves
with
separately.
computer. I'm like, I'll make sure he stays.
And like he wanders off, and he's goes to talk over to some referees who are coming forward. You also notice there's no sign of of Chad Bro anywhere, even though he was supposed to be here. There's no sign of him anywhere. Which is like looking out, and like there's some report that he was like, where the heck is Chad Bro? He was getting involved with he was doing spells at one of the races as well. That is violation, of course. And you can see like there's like chattering and there's like chattering that's going on as you guys are about to. As you can see, like these referees are coming forward, and they're like going to take you aside to speak privately of this matter. Any of you making a break for it, or making some plans before they show up, or anything?
before they show up, I'm
Mhm.
gonna like huddle up with the gang and say like, okay, we all saw Pega-human lady Suzanne falling from the sky, dying as her Pegasus was consuming her, right? And we just wanted to help. And that's what we were doing. We were trying to keep her from falling to her death and also figuring out how we can separate her from her Pegasus, which we did, which we all accomplished together.
Mhm.
Therefore, saving her life today and not. That's what
Yeah.
we need to focus on. That
Yeah.
we saved her life today.
Yeah, no,
Right?
yeah, no goes like. I just other thing. I'm not sure. Like, and he like puts his brooch like hidden where. I don't think we're supposed. Like, I don't think it's a good idea to tell people that these talismans are there. My master was like very big on like people not knowing that a big reality altering threat exists and there are relics that channel his power. Oh, should I not have told Han?
Can I point out you've been telling literally anyone who has mildly shown interest in that thing.
I point at Han and Felix and I nod.
I'm sorry. They're just so. Everyone seems so charming today for some reason. Ever since I took that house
Why
club.
is your hand raised, Han?
Yes, Han.
Because I have an idea. You're worried about the relic, right? You don't want people to know about this relic, is what you're telling me?
Mhm.
All right. Clearly, you people have never hidden weed from authorities before. They are definitely expecting 5 people, and they are expecting all of us to show up for questioning. But they are not going to miss a carpet. So,
Carpet like
if you're okay with it, and if you trust me, this is my offer. We put the relic on my carpet. I send it back to my apartment. We go in for questioning. We have no relic. We have nothing. They can search us as much as they want. They find nothing. And eventually we regroup. We go back to my apartment. We figure out what we want to do next. And maybe we get high. Never mind. You know what? Let's
That
just
sounds
figure out the
great.
plan first.
The last part sounds amazing. I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
in too. I enjoy this plan. I
Yeah.
also want to just collect everybody and like quickly tell them, when you're trying to persuade people, it's always great to like put your arms on their shoulder when you're talking. Okay.
Like this.
Yeah, just like that.
I'll-
And I want to just basically cast guidance on everyone for persuasion.
Sure.
Okay.
That makes sense. So you're like group hug guidance thing. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Group. Yeah.
Yeah. And like Nogu's just like, I feel like this might be peer pressure, but that sounds like a great idea, and I'm all for it. And he like gives you his relic to hide in
I'm
that carpet.
gonna lean down next to Nobu and be like, all right, buddy, what you're experiencing is a once in a lifetime experience. You're never gonna be high again for the first time in your life. So enjoy it. But shut the fuck up. Right? Answer no questions.
Yeah.
Alright? We don't need your brutal honesty today. So just let the adults do the talking, alright?
Okay.
At this
And-
point, Future's like, but honesty is the best policy.
Not today.
No!
Not today. So just shush.
Fucking toasters.
Fucking toast. I'm kidding. I'm done.
I don't know what. Yeah, he's like, okay, I got this. Okay, I got it. And so he like gives the relic to be hidden by the carpet. Carpet flies off with it when no one's looking off to the apartment complex. And so you guys are taken away by the for questioning by these various stories, including Calatea is not taken away because they don't see how she would be involved with this. But you do, Cosmo and her, and Medu are taken away to as well for the questioning. You do know that there are at least one of these guys has speak with animals, so they're probably going to be interrogating Cosmo as well. So yeah, over the course of like the next couple of hours, you're brought into this not police station, but like to the big building you were at before, but more on the lower levels as they speak to you. There is a law authority figure there to make sure that no one's going to do anything like untoward. They're just trying to get as much information. Is there any information that you guys are actively trying to hide from these guys? Let's go down the list. Let's start with Felix. Is there anything you are actively like trying to hide from these guys? Any information for these guys?
I'm hiding the fact I don't want to say I was the one who jumped off and tried to hit the person in the head. Even though that will probably come out.
Sure.
I definitely want to hide the fact that I'm a shifter.
Any specific reason why you're hiding that?
I feel like in the series they look down on shifters.
They do. It is a little hard to hide. Give me a deception check to try and hide that fact.
Yeah.
If you roll well, if you roll really well, you hide that and the the fact that you were involved.
Very
Otherwise,
honest person, guys. I don't think this is gonna work out.
You got
Yeah.
this. You got this. You're fine.
5.
Good.
Oh, fuck.
you can see them, and this is like, all right then, Shifter Felix. Okay. Even though that's not your name, he just like he called you that day. Okay. So we have report to the today. We report that someone got hit by that the Pegasus got bludgeoned by a club of some kind, and you happen to have that with you.
Yeah. So it wasn't a Pegasus. It was more of a Pega-human.
You want to do what? Whoa! I don't. You coming into our city trying to do that? You shift. Trying to do that to our.
You shifty shifter, you.
You shifty shifter, you.
No, but like there was like a mutation, and there was a woman inside a Pegasus, and a Pegasus on top.
Okay.
It was a little bit strange.
This filth. Absolute filth.
It seemed unnatural to me too. So I thought I would put a stop to it.
Yeah. Okay. You go into your whole thing. He gets very close to calling the silver, like he's swearing up and down the silver flame. He does not like you, but you haven't, like, you didn't reveal anything about, like, you know, the conciliator or anything like that. But you know, you weren't able to protect yourself that way. Right. Tutor, what are you trying to hide from this? What are like the main things you are trying to hide from this interrogation? If anything.
Tutor, please.
I will try to hide.
Or you're just trying to be silent. Like, have you muted yourself?
I you know what? I will pretend, because at this point I don't know. I will pretend to be an actual toaster. I will just try to actually shut down and commit to the toaster.
All right, give me a bluff check with advantage, because that sounds fantastic.
Really buying it.
Wow, I definitely needed that because I rolled a 1 minus 1. So
Oh wow.
We love
I wish I hadn't
you.
given you advantage now, because that sounds funny.
with advantage, that's a 9.
Okay.
Not
With a 9, they're just like, okay, this guy's just being difficult. Are we sure he hasn't turned off? No. And they're like wondering what to do with you, and then they just like one person just like opens your jaw, puts in some toast, closes it, and they just like wait. And so for like a couple of minutes, and they're just like, it's like, oh my god, it works. And so that's what they're doing. They're like, you're not saying anything. They don't like you. They're unhappy. They're keeping you longer, but also partially because you pissed them off, also because you get the perfect golden brown in the toast.
It's true.
So they're really enjoying this.
It's
Whatever
true.
upgrades,
It's perfect surface contact all the way through, right? There's no dark spots.
no dark spots. Yeah.
Also, like,
But-
time has no meaning to me, so
No.
you know, I don't mind waiting here all my life. I'll
you're
outlive
fine.
them.
Yeah, you'll outlive them all.
Yeah.
Next up, our wizard Han. What are you trying to hide from the investigators?
Nothing.
Okay.
That's a spirit.
That's a trick question if I've ever heard one.
Okay, cool. Just
If I never heard anything about no relic,
uh-huh.
and I have an affinity. I have glaucoma.
Got it. Cool. So it's prescription. That's what you're saying.
It's prescription. What's
All right.
prescription?
Exactly. Nothing. Give me is are you trying to do that thing where you're just playing dumb, or are you trying to do that thing where you're trying to become friends with these guys?
With the cops?
The cop and the referee.
Fucking not. No.
Okay, cool. Just give me. You can also do intimidation if you'd rather, instead of deception. If you want to be like, no, I'm not talking to you. Like, back off.
No.
Deception.
No. I'll go deception. Deception's good. Let's go deception.
Goes deception.
So I rolled a natural 18 and I have a deception of +3. Come on.
Okay. After a few minutes, they are convinced that you. They even after they try and do the whole like, oh man, I could really go for some, marijuana, and they just like, but they don't. You don't fall for it. You don't fall any of their tricks, and eventually they're just like.
I waited until you were older. Marriage is tricky.
Yeah, and then they just start. That just sets them off going on a whole thing about their marriage, and then you learn more about them than they learn about you. It's like it's not really helpful, but they don't learn anything from you. They believe basically any nonsense, anything you try and tell them. They say okay, and they say, "Are you sure he had a magic? There wasn't any magic cup," and they're feeling convinced that you probably didn't have anything to do with it. Then they seem to have bought it, hook, line, and sinker, and you give nothing away.
Cool. And as I walk out, I look at Felix and Pewter. I'm like, fucking nah.
Yeah. You also see in like the corner, like Nogu is in the next one, and like he's talking nonstop, but he's talking about nonsense. Like saying, "Listen, there will go like the golden spirits came down, and they started washing over, and that is how the world was created." But then it wasn't formed that way. Then I heard when I was walking through the mud, and that's when I felt like the squish. Have you ever felt like really felt mud? And they're like, they're convinced there's something wrong with this kid, but he hasn't told them anything useful, and it's just like he's just
That's my
not
boy.
Yeah. He does not know how to shut up, but he also knows how not to say the important things.
Okay.
But now, what are you trying to hide from them, Talvar? Are you being born to this talk?
I'm gonna walk in. Do I recognize anyone in there?
What's called?
House?
The referee you don't recognize, but remember that the guard who's there is not Luther, but you do know he is one of Luther's he's one of Luther's like friends that you've actually known from your time. He's like a friend of a friend. He wasn't like especially close to you. This is Marcus, who's like there. He's got red hair. You remember he had like these big bushy red hair. Now he's like trying to do a comb over to hide the fact that he's starting to get a bald patch at this point in his life. He's got this like fantastic handlebar mustache, and he's just like standing there, and he's just like trying to look tough. But he like looks like he looks. Are you trying to hide? You're not trying to hide your identity. You're not like, or you're trying to like play up the fact that you know this guy.
I will let him know that I know who he is, and I'll be like, nice haircut. And,
Tally, so good to see you.
It's great to see you again, buddy. I will tell them, I will give them straightforward answers, but very clipped answers, right? And the only thing I want to keep from them is Pewter's involvement of him throwing the rock and interfering. That is something I'll keep from them. Otherwise, my story is that we were just trying to save Suzanne from turning into a literal pegging human.
Cool. Okay. Well, you also hide like relics and what caused the curse.
Oh yeah.
You're saying you have no idea who did the curse.
Like, yeah, I'm just like, I don't know what was happening to her, but it looked like it would have killed her. So, as a cleric who has, as you know, served in the war before, it was my job to make sure that she lived.
All right, cool. All right, give me a deception check.
All right.
I should have given you guidance on deception, guys. The stupid one.
You can use guidance if you want. Guidance, you don't have to declare the skill in advance.
So it's a D4.
D4. Technically, you shouldn't because guidance finishes off in 10 minutes and this is a 2-hour interrogation, but it's a cool idea. I'll allow it. It's fun.
19 with guidance.
19 with guidance. The individual is like saying, seems to buy it. I did like, we're not going to get information. Marcus like tells you about like, let me have a word with her privately. And so he's like, okay, I'll go get some biscuits. And he like heads off. Get me some too.
Ooh, can you get me the ones with the jam in the center?
Yeah. He like looks at me too. I said, okay, fine. And he goes off and says like, so it's been a long time,
buddy. Yeah.
House Dennett's been missing you, and specifically one member of House Dennett. He doesn't say Luther, but you know he means Luther.
Oh, I haven't. I mean, I miss them too. So much, all the time.
You know, there have been rumors that you've been doing unregulated deals, like fixes for criminals or black market for those who come, or those kind of things.
Me?
Is there any truth to that? He like turns off the stone that's recording and like puts it aside.
I watch him do that. I'm like, listen, Marcus. I was one of the few who memorized the standard operating procedures from start to finish. I can rattle them off the top of my head. You really think someone like me, so committed to upholding the law, would do something like that? I'm offended.
You have surprised us in the past. You did things that we never expected. Leaving House Dennett with one of the rising stars, leaving Luther like you did. It's fine.
I know he's your best friend, but you need to stop taking sides. We're both adults. It's an amicable decision.
Look, that's fine. If you want to break it up, that's all right. That's up to you. Just what I had two things to say. The first, if we're bringing it to that, I know you had your big doom romance in the past, but don't break his heart again.
I won't. Why would
he can't gain any more muscles. It's worrying now.
You know what? I'm like, listen, I will do everything in my power to not lead him on. All right, I promise you, I will never break his heart again. But he needs to deal with his own issues. That man needs to go to therapy, and that's not on me. All right, don't put that on.
You know he works out because the only muscle he can't make stronger is his heart, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Deep
His
cuts.
words, not mine.
Deep
Damn.
cuts.
That's how bad depressing he's gotten. He's saying stuff like that.
Tell you
When
what,
can he
I'll
lose my hair? And then immediately covers over the fact that he's actually losing his hair.
Your hair looks fine to me. I lied.
With the lies.
Straight to my
Enough with the lies.
Listen,
Fine. And this.
I'll talk to him, alright? Like, I'll tell him just... I'll see what I can do.
Second thing is,
Yeah.
you're an incredible asset to House Dennett, and we don't want to lose someone
Sure.
like you. We want, and like things are difficult, but if you're a member of House Dennett, you know that we can help you with things whenever you need it.
I know.
So if you come back, if you're like doing these repairs, you don't have to do it illegitimate anymore. You can have.
I'm not
We give you back
doing
we give you a proper workshop. I saw the work that you've done. I recognize your work on Cosmo at a Cerulean Centaur. I've seen the work you did on Warforged. I could see you substituting a toaster for his lower jaw. I noticed you wouldn't do that if you had full access to resources. I mean, it's a fantastic toaster. No one's going to deny it.
Thank you. Do you see how it gets all the sides? There are no dark spots.
I know. That's why I snuck out. The butter's still there. Like,
Is
it's
that
just perfectly
sourdough?
melted.
What's the hydration level?
Pass it you some sourdough.
I'm gonna have a bite.
It's perfect. It's
Oh.
toasted by pewter.
I'm like, listen, I really have to get back to my friends, and I appreciate the invite. I will genuinely consider it.
All right.
I hope you're doing well.
Oh, well enough.
My
Just-
friend outside has
Yeah. All right. All right.
Can I go?
He looks like okay, but very well. I see. I can't convince you.
I give him a hug as he
Yeah.
says that,
Okay.
and then I step back.
All right.
And I leave.
Yeah. See you. So that's your thing. Few more talk. But before we have Medu, who's slightly different.
Sorry, as she comes out, I look at her and say, "Yo, is that toast?"
You want some? It's sourdough. 85% hydration.
Yes. Thank you.
It's good.
It's toasted by pewter in his mouth.
Oh.
Good, right?
Do you put it in your mouth?
That's some good toast.
There is
Look at
certain.
that. No dark spots. I'm so proud of that.
There is
Some
a
good
certain.
toast. Damn, maybe I misjudged that toaster.
Right?
Huh.
So Medu, as you're waiting inside, you've been waiting for about 5 minutes, but no invigilator has come for you. Instead, the person who comes in is one person, and it's your mum.
Oh
She's like,
no!
Ah, fuck.
Opens the door
No!
behind you and
No!
takes a seat in front of you. So like, so, Medu. And she straightens the collar. She puts the clipboard down on the table, pen down. Says, "How is this? So, do you know why I wanted to speak to you privately before you spoke to the invigilator?"
No. I'm totally innocent in anything you're asking about. Just FYI, everything is totally above board.
She reaches down and she pulls out an evidence bag and she puts it open. And it's transparent and it shows the medal, with the torn ribbon, but of course with the piece of the relic removed. So that's only got a very visible indent. That's where the wing should be. So
No,
found
it's all destroyed now. Is it worth anything still?
well, only to a layman, only one piece would be missing from an otherwise ordinary medal, and that can of course be repaired. But you're no layperson. You never have been. You've always been very smart. My dear. So I'm going to ask simply, where is the missing piece?
I check around. Wait, is anyone else listening?
No one else in the room. This room is sealed off, and she hasn't brought in a recording device. Nothing in here is there. You can do an insight check on her to figure out what her. Like,
Yes,
anything,
D4.
find information about her.
You have
Yeah,
a
you can have your
D4.
D4 because you become a. Yeah. This
You're
is your special
literally
day
gods.
skill.
What's it? Oh, that's not well. Yeah, it's 13.
Okay. 13. She has always been like difficult to read when you've been even watching it, but you get the impression that she wants. You get the general fact that this is something she doesn't want the invigilation, doesn't want the cops to know. She's like speaking like layperson. Like, this is like private house matters. But you don't know what her deal is, like how she feels about you. She's like this very stone-faced, very precise, very business thing. She's saying dear, but you can't. Maybe it's because you haven't seen her in a while, but you can't read if that's like genuine affection, if that's put upon, if that's you can't like read her that well. Yeah, it's been a stressful day for you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I know what it is.
Mhm.
It wasn't that difficult to figure out. I mean, once I had some information.
All right. I'm not going to question where you got the information from. I just want to know. We have checked the other, and we cannot find the missing piece. It is very imperative that we find it. So I'm going to be straight with you.
Mhm.
And she's like puts out this piece of paper that you recognize as an old style like a check. Like it's not popular, like a piece of paper that basically says like pay the wielder of this amount of money. It's like this grants you 2,500 gold pieces if you return the missing relic to us.
Okay. Just let me have a look at that and make sure it's totally fine.
It's both legitimate, but also like untraceable. It's like it says we'll pay into an account, so it doesn't feel like it's anything that will trace back to you. Like it's not saying pay into someone's account. It's literally like it's free money. It's into that extent.
All right. Okay. Here's the thing. That piece is. How do I put this? You saw what happened with Suzanne, right?
Yes, I'm well aware of what it can do.
Yes. So it was doing that. So we took it so that it would not do that.
And I assume you fixed it because Suzanne has been restored to a normal state.
I assume so. I wasn't there. I was on Cosmo, like 500 feet in the air.
Okay, I see. So it must have been either the cleric or one of the two druids. Probably not the wizard, although maybe he's more gifted than he comes across.
I have very little idea who
Can't hear you. You can just see like,
Exactly that point. At exactly that point, I wander past the door, eating toast and making really stupid sounds.
Yeah, if the door was not soundproof, she would like say, "There, see."
That's that idiot.
Yeah. All right. So, as the relic has been cleared and fixed, this is important. It's important house details that we need, house reasons that we need to keep the relic in question.
You should have told me all this when I was a kid growing up instead of right now.
This is important details that almost no one except the top levels of the house would be. And for most of the time you were growing up, you were preparing for war.
That's pretty high level. I just want to point out. I was fighting in a war
Yes,
using mage-bred creatures.
as are many of the family. But this is to the very select few. This is important, and these items are related to all. Our house specifically is very concerned about this item. It is part of the reason why we make sure to win the race as frequently as we can, to keep an eye on this. What happened to Suzanne was a tragedy. But what would happen if we lost sight of the relic would be unacceptable.
So don't worry about it. I think anyways we're planning to once it's cleansed, we'll just have a look at it and make sure everything's on board. I don't think we need to keep it. But if we do, I'll take responsibility as house Vadans.
So you, the person who left the house, wants to take responsibility for once as a member of the house.
I left the house only because it was doing incredibly destructive, pointless shit. Like trying to put down Cosmo for absolutely no reason.
Because the resources to keep up a creature which has lost its access to its wing, and also viewed as a failure prototype, was considered a waste of resources.
So
If
what
you
are you
return-
planning to do?
With the relic,
Yes. What do you
Keep
plan
it-
to do?
as you said, it's been cleansed, so we will keep it in a secure place away from all others. She speaks stoically and emphatically. But if you don't want to believe her, you can make an insight check.
I will make an insight check, but I'll say, isn't the relics going to be back? Oh, that's really bad. 5.
Plus
Even
D4.
with, yeah, well, whatever.
Do it. Doesn't matter.
Even with a 9, it's not you can't read her.
Okay. I will say that, but the relic belongs in the medal, and technically I won the race, so the medal belongs to me. I can keep it that way. It's legitimate. I'm still technically part of House Vidalis. I just don't associate with the top brass anymore because of their terrible decisions.
Let's see. So is that your final decision? You will not give the relic back. You will not give the relic back into our custody.
I don't really need the relic or anything like that, but there are people who know what to do with it a little bit, and they need to have a look at it. Once they have a look at it and make a decision on it, I'll let you know. Does that sound good to you?
She looks at you. As he's looking at you, you can either give me an intelligence or wisdom check. Yoko.
Wow. None of mine are great. Yeah, okay. I'll do wisdom.
I'm neither
Remember,
smart
D4
or wise.
I mean D4 because it's your special day.
That's so bad. I'm flustered because my mom is here and I feel like I'm 10 years old again.
We've all been
7.
there.
You're forgetting something that Nobu told you about the relic. You can't remember. It was like quite a little while ago, definitely before the race. Something about the relic, but you can't remember. And so she said, like, looks at you straight out and said, like, if they have been cured, then the relic has been cleansed. And so, like, the question is, once I leave this room, if you don't accept the deal, that this, and she holds up the check, leaves with me. And so, and while Suzanne may have placed the order for the ranch, but as she is unconscious, custody of it will go to me.
Well, oh man. Start pacing up and down violently. Okay.
Can we see into the room?
No, it's sealed off, private. You can't really,
But they can see, they saw him walking by the toast.
No, they can't. They
no
didn't.
one saw that. That was not a character.
I will just lean over to Talvar, still pretending to be a toaster. Should I continue to hold my mouth open?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
A talking toaster.
I turned to the group and I'm like, I sure hope none of us, talked about the fact that we do in fact know him. And I look back at the room and I'm like, she'll be fine.
All right.
I'm trying to remember, do we need this piece after we've cleansed it? Or is it like cool?
Do you want me to? Yes. Do you want me to bring in one of the others for you to speak with, and then I can come back with the offer?
Yes, please. Can you please bring in the... Well, how many am I allowed?
One at a time.
One at a time. Can you please bring the little orc in first?
She stands up. She takes the. She's like, "I'll be back in 15." Opens it up.
Thank you.
There's a brief moment of pause, and then Nobu comes in, and he's just like, he comes in. Okay, it was good talking to you. Okay, I didn't say anything. Please don't let anyone think I'm a knock. Okay, I'm not. Okay.
No. You're good. I need to remember something. We need this piece.
Yeah, ideally, if I can have all 12 pieces at once, I can ensure I'm cleansed it. It's not going to cause any weird things. If I can get all 12 in one place, I can secure them for another 100 years. Otherwise, I've got to keep checking up on them every 12 months or so. If I got all of them, I can seal it and make sure that they're properly sealed for 100 years. Why? What's up?
I either have to give that thing up and get 2,500 gold.
Is that a lot?
It's a lot. It's like double the time, the amount we need to save the ranch.
Oh.
A double and a half.
Oh. We need money
Anyways.
to save the ranch? Oh no. Cosmo and the other horses? And
Yes,
that
yes,
one
all
goat
of
that
us.
tried to eat my pants? I
Yes,
don't want
that
anything
goat.
bad to happen to them.
Okay. Yes, all of them. But they, House Vitalis wants to keep the relic. Can't let that happen now.
Oh no.
Never mind. That's all right. I'll make my decision.
Okay. Well, hey. Well, and he like pats you. He tries to reach your shoulder, but he's very short, so he like pats you on the knee. It's gonna be okay. All right. Whatever you choose, you're the champion of the race. I'm sure you've picked the right choice.
You're making this way worse than it needed to be. Okay, get out of the room now.
Okay, I'm going. Oh, do you want some toast?
No!
Okay. Good. And you shut it. Ooh, sourdough. All right. After a few minutes, your mother returns. Like, do you want me to bring someone else into the room, or are you ready to make a decision?
No, I made my decision.
Closes the door behind her, comes in, and puts the offer of 2,500 on the table.
I'll take the relic.
Jesus Christ, you fucking.
She like holds it up, and then with her hand, she like rubs her hands together, and you notice there's looks like 2 rings around her finger. She rubs it, and there's a spark, and like the entire budget burns into like dust immediately, and then vanishes. I see. Very well.
Sorry, but it needs to be done.
You've made your choice. I hope you can live with the consequences. And she like stands up and leaves.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's me
Yeah.
living with my consequences. Yep. Mm-hmm. Did you see how well I flew? No, you didn't. Okay, cool. Bye. I close the door.
Yeah.
You close it like you
Yeah.
lock your
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so angry. I just like close the door and I'm like,
Yeah.
wait.
I'm gonna walk past her mother,
Yeah.
open the door, and be like, "Hey, buddy."
Yeah.
wanna-"
Actually, yeah. Before you walk past, like she stops and like she like looks at you like the one before the doors open because the door's been shut. And said like, "Were you the one who repaired, who did the work on Cosmo's wing?"
Yeah.
Thank you. He flew beautifully, and then walks off.
I look back at her. I
There
look like,
were so many things around me.
like, you should tell your daughter that she didn't want to work.
She does not respond as she just walks off. But you also hear she stops, looks in front of the computer, pulls out some toast.
Oh
Doesn't
my!
seem so good.
At this point, there's like a circle.
Just holding up like 2 palms with just stacks of bread on it, and you can
You
just
know
slot it.
how Amul has those like chota packet of butters that you get when you peel the top off, and it's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's like a tray of that.
Yeah. And yeah. So and then you want to go see Medu Tal?
Yeah, she locked herself into the room, so I'm just gonna like
I
slowly.
mean, there's no lock on the inside, but yeah, you can just.
Oh, I'll just open them and be like, buddy,
Yes.
are you okay?
I just turned down 2,500 gold. Probably ruined relations with my mom for this ridiculous relic. But
It's,
sure, I'm fine. I'm good. I won the race, and nobody will acknowledge it. Great.
I'm gonna like, be like, alright, come on, let's get you out of here. Han has some really good weed. You should maybe get in on some of that. That'll cheer you up.
Sure. You're literally having to like drag me by my clothes because I am like just freaking pacing around violently.
As I'm dragging her out, I'll be like, Tudor, could you please? And I hold my hand out to his mouth.
You just hear ding sound and like more bread pops
Yeah.
out.
Like, here you go.
yeah.
This one here.
As you guys like get ready and you leave, you can see like in the stable core where like the animal interrogation goes, you can see in front of Cosmo, you see like a druid just like standing in the detective's hat, smoking a cigarette, just like staring straight. I was like, Derek, talk, why don't you? We'll throw the book at you if you don't give us what we want here. Oh, you want to talk like that, is it? My mother was a saint! And just like staring at Cosmo. I was like, gotta let him go. Eyes are on you. Oh. You can't say that language anymore. He's like, Cosmo walks out. So like,
I give him a respectful up nod when he walks out.
He gives you an up nod and then nuzzles nuzzles Medu affectionately.
That's my boy.
Mhm.
I pat him.
Yeah. And so with that you've got he's out and you guys are heading out. You're out of the building. There was some chatter, but you've been given some privacy to leave so the paparazzi don't swarm you. Luther has managed to basically calm things down, and so to the extent that Pewter doesn't have to stay any longer for this talk. They've got most of the information. They said we might don't leave town for the next couple of days in case we need to call you back. But if you don't hear from us from a couple of days, you will hear from us for a couple of days. But it should be fine. It should like you said, first time offense. It should be okay.
Is he saying this to Pewter?
I'm saying this to Pewter and Talvar.
All right.
And
Pewter just
everyone is with
responds with another ting and more toast at this point.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not allowed to have carbs. It's for my thing.
I am.
It's so good.
So good. So good.
That's butter. Okay, I don't need it. It's
Full
fine.
fat. All right.
Oh, good. Oh.
No cheaping out here. Listen, I look at Felix and then I rest one hand on Luther's shoulder, and then I turn back to Luther and I'm like, take care of yourself, all right? Don't. Muscles are not everything. You don't need to kill yourself over this. Just
No, it's
tone it down. Have some toast.
yeah, okay. Yeah, look, give a persuasion check.
Yeah, have him have more dairy.
16.
I guess one toast wouldn't. It wouldn't. Huh? And he looks at the design to it, and he takes. Is there toast for him? Or have you used it all?
I'm gonna take the bitten one from Han and just be like, just go where that came from. It's
all right. He looks. He says. So yeah, you've got that going. Where you guys want to head?
I turn to Felix and I whisper, I can't be sure, but I'm pretty sure that cop has the hot spur.
Felix nods agreeingly.
All right. So, where you guys want to head off to? Do you want to head off to the apartment? Do you want to head to Calatia's? Do you want to head to somewhere else? Where do you want to go?
apart.
You head to the apartment. It was near where the whole fight was, but not
While
too
we're
close.
walking there,
Yeah.
could I please talk to Megan? You didn't. I mean, you looked like you had a fight, or you didn't give away anything, did you? She doesn't know about the thing, right?
Of course she knows about the thing. She's of House Vadalis. They all know about the thing.
Okay.
I mean, the top brass of House Vadalis.
Is that what the money was for?
Yeah.
Right.
Nogu looks about it. Wait, they know? No, it was a secret.
Well, apparently it's not. They all seem to know, which is why they always try to win this race.
Bro, is there going to be a SWAT team at my apartment?
That's what I'm wondering, right? What if they follow us?
But they don't. Oh, well, they might follow you.
If they know we have it.
If you guys are nervous, you can give me perception checks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
100%
Yeah.
check.
If you like, I can go back with Calathea, and then you guys can go sneakily to the apartment.
That's true. You can. Yeah.
Rolled a 10 on perception. And I will also mention that the Shan Guard department is not known for being very proactive. The SGD.
Depends which district you're in. This district are not usually quite proactive, but there was a recent crime here, so there might be more.
I perceive nothing. I perceive so badly that in fact I walk into a light pole in front of us.
It's actually
That is how
Pewter. You
badly
just
I'm perceiving on that roll. I don't even perceive the thing in front of me.
I'm walking right behind him and just
Yeah.
smack up.
Yeah.
Everybody's like,
All right, so the two of you walk into what you think is a light post, and Pewter says, "Ow."
That's how terrible. That's how terrible.
do you
What
need
did you get?
assistance?
What did you guys get?
20, not natural.
And Medu?
8.
Okay, Medu, you're not sure. This is just too hilarious. You're looking at that. Talvar, you looking at it, and he's just God's nearby, but it's not but you feel because you guys would draw, because there's so many of you in such an eclectic lot, if you actually go in that direction, there's a good, unless you guys are being stealthy, there's a good chance someone will see you walk into the apartment. You don't see anyone there, but because it's so near a crime scene, you're if you want to do that split up and try to like draw attention, or if you want to be stealthy, then it's very unlikely they'll see it. But just like if you just walk openly, there's a very like good chance that you guys will be seen.
But are we being followed?
At this
Can I see
moment,
anyone?
you do not see anyone following you.
Alright. I'm like, maybe we should split up and then meet over at his place. Just like everybody take a detour.
I will go with Talvar.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm just gonna walk straight to my apartment because it's my apartment. If anybody follows me, they're like, "Oh, he's just going to his apartment."
I'll follow behind Han.
What about you, Medu? Do you want to go to Calatias, or do you want to also go to your you got
We're meeting
Cosmo
at
with
the
you?
apartment.
Also, the whole way we talk loudly about the nice party the two of us are going to have,
Yeah.
and how we don't want to meet any other people today.
Nogu looked excited until that last bit. Like, oh.
Oh no, you're always welcome.
Oh.
You know I don't think of you as a person.
Wow.
Don't leave.
I
think
thought only
will
I
go-
had that special privilege.
No, you're a toaster. He's like a, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a very nervous pet.
Who's always up to no good.
Oh my
This is why,
goodness.
Felix, you and me. This is why you and me, Felix. I feel like you're one of those guys that's at my level.
I take psychic damage from
By the way, guys, whoever's watching the stream, I wonder if you can appreciate the upgrade to Buter's graphics that I've done.
Oh my god, you put a toaster there! That's great.
Wow.
Nice.
It's
Amazing.
an actual toaster.
Sweet.
Nice. I approve.
Amazing.
All right.
Amazing.
So everyone's heading towards the apartment. Is that right?
No,
Yes.
hearing this
Calathea.
exchange, I will go to Calathea and at least drop off Cosmo there because his
Sure.
wing is going to fall off.
All right. So you're heading off to.
I've done preliminary fixes to like it so that it literally doesn't fall.
Yeah.
I'll patch it.
Yeah, sure. So you can fly back. You think it'll survive the journey there as you're heading off there. Meanwhile, as the rest of you guys, you split up. You can either do stealth or deception checks. Like deception, like, hey, don't mind me. We're just a couple of guys doing a party. Stealth if you're like actually trying to avoid being seen.
Deception.
Deception.
I have disadvantage on stealth and no bonuses to.
Wait, but no, Talvar and I are going separately, right?
Yeah. So like,
Yeah.
one of you guys might be seen.
That's one sec. 15 plus 3.
Yeah.
18.
Good.
I got a 17.
All right. You guys are just like, no one's paying attention to you guys. You're blending in fine.
I believe myself that we're going for a party.
Yeah, same. At this point, I don't even care if the other guys don't show up. I got a bag of weed and a friend. We're good.
Yeah. You also feel like a lot of people when they see you, Felix, they actually look away and that kind of like, ugh. And they actually move to the other side of the street, so they don't think you're up to it. It's like that. They're not going to follow you, but it's kind of like due to bigotry rather than like you're an expert deceptionist.
Man.
What else? That
I love racism. What a great foil for drug use.
Yeah, exactly. What you get? I can't read your dice.
A natural 20.
Oh,
wow.
sweet. Was that deception or stealth?
Deception.
Wait, Talvar and I go separately. So
Yes.
so we are doing what? What did you say?
So she's doing. You can choose stealth as well if you want. Like she's openly, like proudly, and you can just be hiding in the shadows. Just
No,
make
no,
it closer
I
to
rolled
them.
deception as well.
What you
yeah.
I'm gonna take a detour to like a armory, like an armor shop, and
Okay.
I'm just gonna like go in there and very loudly admire all the goods they've put up for sale,
got it.
and like just make a show of being present at this bazaar,
Cool. All right.
and then make my way.
So that's fine. That makes sense. What did you get, Peter?
Future got a 15. Instead of complimenting all the stuff at the bazaar, criticizes it because it doesn't match up to his standards.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Everyone's like yelling at you. She's like, "What do you mean? This is just as good as you." Holds up a toaster. This is just as good as you. Like,
I create far more consistent toast.
Yeah,
yeah,
there's no dark spots.
that's impossible. No one can make a toaster with no
And I
dark
make
spot.
a
Get out.
toast one.
Witchcraft. So you're chased out of the bazaar.
Yeah.
But no one thinks you're doing anything. And you eventually rise at the apartment together. The magic carpet is like waiting. He's already started to like. He's trying to roll, but because he has no fingers, he can't roll properly. So he just looks very frustrated. And he's got the relic with him on his side. And I'm like, oh, good, it's still here. I was worried he might have pawned it off. Right. Yeah. So that's
we
good.
reach.
Yeah, you reach him at the same time. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Han reaches first because he didn't take a detour, and also you need him to open the door. But yeah,
Sure.
Han and his group arrived a couple of minutes before you guys.
Sure.
So yeah.
What does the apartment look like?
Yeah,
Tell
I'm
us,
curious.
Han, what does the apartment look like?
I like the term, it's lived in. It's a lived in apartment. It's got a very lived in vibe. Perhaps lived in by orcs. But the previous tenants were, and I have nothing against orcs, but I mean, it is what it is. And it's just, this is their mess. This is
Logo's
it's
right
it's
there.
a nice apartment though. Like there's a vibe to it. You can see from all of my different travels, etc. There's little thingies on the wall. There's all of that. But you do have to occasionally pick robes out of the way if you want to sit on a couch. Or the good thing though is that any sofa you sit on or any chair you sit on, chances are that if you dig in the sofa cushions, you will find enough weed to roll a joint. So it's lived in, but it's cozy. It's nice.
Pre-loved.
Yeah, pre-loved.
You also know something that's not normally there. The window is open because that's how your magic carpet came in. That's how you got out the first time. Waiting on the windowsill, you see a black raven, just like standing. It looks like a otherwise normal black raven, but eyes are glowing purple, with literally glowing. And they're just like that's actually a sign that this is some kind of magical creature.
Does
And, like,
Pewter
as you
see
look-
this?
Oh yeah, all of you see it. It's like standing there.
Mage bread?
Again,
in-
I first do my check and ask if everyone sees this.
Yep.
Yeah, everyone sees this, and you know immediately what this is. Han, you know what this is. This is a familiar, and it's
Okay,
it's a familiar from this one specifically. It's one of the deans at the school
Wow.
at the Mulgrave University.
I'm gonna
Okay.
need a minute, guys. I'm gonna need a minute. So I walk up to the. No, I mean that's fine. That's fine. Do your thing. There's coffee and there's tea and all of that. I just need a
I'm
minute
picking myself up.
with this raven and.
And like the voice that comes out of it, it's like a much deeper, much more grating voice than what you expect from a raven. And it's just it says like, Han, yeah, we have a.
Yes.
This is a regard. This is a words from Dean Aykroyd regarding your suspension.
Stop the S word. What about it?
Regarding your suspension, we've determined based on your actions that your suspension may be moved to a full expulsion, as we have not seen you perform any actions that could further the knowledge of magic, or doing practical magical research, or in any way doing any good for the Mulgrave
I'm
University.
literally doing that right now.
Really? Because it looks like you're having
right
you're
now.
having a party with a toaster.
Pouring
No,
myself
not
coffee.
at all.
Yeah,
It's like,
my hat.
first of all, not every event that has a toaster is a party. All right. I know that I carry mine to a lot of places, but not every event that has a toaster at it is a party. All right. Second of all, I need you to tell the dean that I am in fact here in the search of an ancient relic, which does relicking of some sort, which I am currently testing, and I will get back to you with the results that I find on this. It's called a relic. So far, that's all the information I'm working with. But you know how science is; it takes time.
Show me the relic.
I don't want to show you the relic. I can't show you the relic right now.
Oh, so I have to
Look at the carpet. Look at the carpet. Look at the carpet.
Yes, we're well aware of your carpet. You voided the warranty a long time ago.
Look at what's in the carpet.
Can I?
Wait,
But don't act like you're looking. Don't act like you're looking. No, be cool.
He does the thing where he like
Cool.
tilts and his eyes like
Yeah,
go
yeah,
follow. And
Be
he's,
cool.
and he like says a magic word and he's like, "Oh, proper relicking."
Right? I'm doing proper relicking. So you tell the dean that I'll be back with my PhD about how this relics soon. And expulsion, you'll be thanking me for bringing the greatest scientific discovery in the history of the university, plus a toaster back to university.
At this
toaster, but
point,
I like
Han
the
is like, Pewter's like, Han, would your pet bird like some toast?
No, the pet bird won't be staying long. Isn't that right, pet
He was
bird?
nodding until you said no, and then he like immediately went.
Isn't that right, pet bird?
And he leaned forward and whispers in your ear like, I'll tell the dean, I'll tell the dean, but you better get some good work and send in reports. This could be big. We expect good of you. And he starts flapping his wings, then stops. And said, also, please tell your mother to stop writing to the university. She's
But okay, look,
your actual address.
be my bro. The thing is, she can't know that I'm doing this dangerous relicking and all of that shit. Just hold on to my mail for me, all right? I'll grab it from you when I'm back.
But I want toast.
Listen, Toaster, this is awkward. But it appears the bird would in fact
Ding!
like
Toast.
some toast after all.
Just presents toast.
Thank you, Mr. Toaster. And
I am at your service, Han. You made me.
What? Hey, what?
Yeah.
Hold on a minute.
He takes up the toast, like struggles a little bit to carry it, and then he's off, flying off. And only Han sees it. He's like flying a little bit out of the way. He literally vanishes into the Feywild, proving that this is a familiar, taking the toast with him.
DM.
I walk back to like, sorry guys, university is just telling me that I apparently did really well. I'm at university, by the way. I'm about to graduate, and I'm top of my class actually. And that bird was just here to. Anyway, two questions. Who wants to join, and who wants to talk about this relic? And I look pointedly at Nogu for the last one.
Oh, okay.
DM, can I have that?
Yeah.
I want to do like eavesdrop.
I want to do an insight check on
Yeah,
everything.
You can do an insight check. When the familiar was talking,
Sure.
he wasn't speaking. He was
Like
speaking, but it was telepathic.
All right.
Right.
Yeah, like he was moving his mouth, but nothing was coming out. It was like a telepathic thing.
All right.
But you can do an insight check to see if you can figure out how full of it Han is.
I rolled a 24 on my insight.
Roll me a deception check, Han, just to like play it cool.
Play it cool.
I rolled deception. That is, wait, where to go? 15 plus 3, 18 total.
18.
23 total.
You guys both know something's up with him. Like something's up when he's like saying like, "Oh, it was nothing," and I'm so great at things. Like maybe a little overcompensating, but you don't know him very well, but there's something up. There's something going on there.
I've just picked up one trick today, so I rest a hand on his shoulder. I'm like, oh, what major are you doing?
I put my hand on Han as well. I'm like, tell us, Han.
Have either of you been to college?
Yeah, of course I went to college.
I do not
then
know
you
this
understand
concept
This is
of.
a very different college from the college you went to.
Please,
Yeah,
try me.
yeah, and then you really. So my major is what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find solutions for sustainable magic. The hope is what we found out is that spell books get consumed, and learning spells, it consumes a lot of items, especially within the arcane world when you have to learn spells. So we're trying to find a way to make magic sustainable, so that for every item we take out, if we can give back to the community and to the environment, then I just feel that if we can make magic carbon neutral, I feel like that would take our world significantly further.
You're of course talking about the arcane theory of.
Nogu's also
The
clapping.
brewers are like, hell yeah, climate change, it's real.
Yeah.
Yep. So that is the vibe. That is what we do.
Chaotic neutral magic. That's so cool.
Right? Literally chaotic and carbon neutral. That's what we call ourselves. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Good.
That's
CCN
amazing.
is
Exactly.
chaotic carbon neutral. CCN.
Oh,
CCN, yeah. Chaotic carbon neutral. That is absolutely correct. Yeah, now you're getting it.
Yeah, Nogu's all for it. He doesn't know what the word carbon means, but he's all for it. He's all agreement. I don't think carbon doesn't exist. I'm saying Nogu has not studied chemistry, so he doesn't
That's
know
fine.
the word. But he understands the motive. He gets it. So,
is
yeah.
there any way we can help with your thesis? What are you doing? Like,
Well, all right, look, today's been a weird day. All right, let's be real about that. By this point, I have rolled this joint and I am passing it around.
Yeah. So yeah,
Right.
Nogu's like taking like before we
I'm
go
like,
in.
enough for you, and I take it out of notice.
Before we do that, I mean, I'm really interested in all that. I really do want to know, but I feel like I should tell you about. If you guys have any questions about the relics, or we should go check up on Medu and Calathea and Cosmo.
Now, I really want to know what's up with this relic.
Okay.
Like, I really, really want to know.
Sure.
Where can we
okay.
find the next relic?
Oh, good. Well, that's actually a good point. So there are 12 relics in total, and they're scattered all around Corvair. And we have to. And my master said we're supposed to check it. We were supposed to check it last year, but we were supposed to check it not last year, but during the last year of the war when the morning happened. But so the way to find the next one is I supposed to read in the star which one is the stars which is supposed to trigger. Like there was a map where it all was, but it disappeared in the morning, like with my master when he died. And so I need to.
Are you sure your master died?
I didn't see him die, but I don't know who could survive the Sire. And he's describing the morning, for those who don't know, when a magical event happened. The equivalent of a magical nuke happened, which rendered the country of Sire uninhabitable, became the Mournland. And anyone who, like, spells became alive, people got horribly altered. Like, these are like the edges, they were horribly altered, but people inside, it was death. It was like all kinds of, like, people don't think there were any survivors, like anything like that. Peter knows, well, Peter has his own experience with the morning, but like anyone who like knows, everyone knows that the morning is part of the reason why the war ended, because no one knows who caused it, and everyone was afraid if it's a super weapon, someone could use it against us. So they basically had a peace because they were afraid the morning might happen to one of them. And he's saying, I think, like, the morning might have been caused by one of the relics not being fixed in time. At least that's what because my master went to fix it, but around the time he did, it went wrong, and then the morning happened, and I barely got out with my life. But so I think it's better we fix all 12 as soon as we can and get it all together, because if another one of those things happen, if reality is altered like that again, it's really bad, and so many people.
Is the power of these things cumulative? As in, do 2 do more damage than 1, and do 3 do more damage than 2, or do each of them individually do different things, and then 12 is the magic number?
Individually, they do different things, but because they alter reality, if they're broken, and like more of them are broken at the same time, reality breaks more. But like if you brought them together, and they were all equally broken or all equally fixed, you could probably do more things because they're powerful magical items.
That's interesting, and I'm taking notes this whole time.
Mm-hmm. He actually looks very studious, like a proper
I
student.
I lean over to Talvar. I'm like, he seems smarter than he appears.
That is astute. Yes, he does. Why do these things exist? Who created these things?
Oh, they were created by the gatekeepers, an ancient order of druids, who they were made because there was this the conciliator who was wrecking reality, and this was made to seal him. Like they separated him to 12 pieces, his like corruption,
Right,
and they contained it into these like keys. Because if these keys break, and if they didn't exist, he would make his way out, and he would like cause chaos, cause horrible disasters. He would wreck reality. So they exist, and so a gatekeeper is supposed to go around every 100 years or so and just like make sure that they're fine, like refresh them, make them fixed. And we were supposed to do that in the year of the morning, but
So the stars will lead us to the second relic?
Yes, I have to go look at the stars, and I'll figure out which one is closest to breaking. That's how I found out this one was happening.
Do we need to go back to the ranch?
Ideally, because I can't see the stars and stuff. It's so...
Climate change. You guys are doing such a great job, and I turn to Han.
Yes. Yeah, the pollution's bad. Things are too tall here. There's too much light as well. It's hard to see the stars. But yeah, on the ranch, I can see it quite easily at night. So if do you guys want to come help? He like looks at Felix and Han.
Fuck yeah.
Hells yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's good to have more of you on. Do we need to check in with the prince, or?
What's it called? I don't know where the prince would be. Maybe he's at the thing. He could be. I don't know. I think that's probably a good idea. Maybe we can send him a message or something to meet us at Calathia's.
I turn to Han. I'm like, can you do that? Send a message.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, any of you guys could send a message. It doesn't take
No,
very
but
long.
like magically, like faster than the rest of us.
Do you have?
Yeah, I could do that. What do you want me to say again?
Hey, Your Majesty, meet us at Calthea's ranch to discuss the end of the world. Sign.
All right.
No.
I will say all of that except that Your Majesty shit, because I do not believe in this monarchy nonsense and I refuse to use these vague honorifics.
Do you say that out
Anyway.
loud?
I did say that out loud.
Yeah. Okay. I guess Nogus is like, oh, well, that's probably fair. I mean, he is a prince, but his country doesn't exist anymore because it was destroyed.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
So I set out to write the message. Dear comrade, meet us at the Calcian Ranch. What time?
Calthea's ranch. It's a
Calcia's Ranch.
There you go.
Calcia's Ranch. Yes, at what time?
As soon as he can.
But what if he gets there before us then? Then
Then
we're
he
just
can
wait.
just wait.
But not too early because we will take a while also.
At least 45. How long does it take us to get to the ranch?
You know what? We'll get there and send you another message and maybe
I
you can meet
open
us
a
there
map.
at that time.
I open a map and map says it's going to take about an hour and a half to get
There you
there.
go.
But it might also take us an hour and a half to get there. So I feel like if you could come either extremely soon or within 45 minutes or an hour and a half at some point, that would be VV nice.
Okay. So with that, how are you sending
Fine,
How are you sending the message? Do you have a spell? Are you sending it via your magic carpet? How are you sending this across?
I'm just going to send it with the magic carpet.
Yeah, magic carpet rolls up, takes
Oh,
it. Just
before the magic carpet leaves, isn't the relic with the magic
No,
carpet?
we took
Okay.
We took it.
Nogu has it. He's put it.
All
on
right.
and he's like hidden.
Woo!
Yeah. You guys heading to the ranch now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
To the ranch. All right. But someone got there first. We see Medu has arrived with Cosmo. As you can basically see, Calathea looking down, is basically she's standing because she is a centaur, but she's looking pretty glumly at the ranch in question. Like you see the signs are up, and she's like looking it down. She doesn't notice you as you approach. She's like standing outside the ranch.
Yeah. Be like, Calathea, I'm sorry, we didn't get money for the race, but maybe they'll figure out what happened and eventually award it anyways. So maybe it's just a bit of a waiting game right now.
Maybe, but the deal's supposed to be tomorrow, and if I don't sign it, if I don't,
Here's-
then the debt's going to come in, and well, at least the Vidalis, they'll look after some of the animals of the ranch. If I have to lose it to the loan sharks, well, they have a restaurant, and I'm a little worried that they're looking for exotic meats.
Oh wow, okay, that was that was unexpected. No, okay. Well, one good thing, Suzanne's probably not going to be inheriting it. She's probably going to be taking a bit of rest. My mom might be doing the deal part of it, so
Is your mom a nice, loving person? She looks hopefully.
Pewter lets out an involuntary laugh.
Well, you know what? Let's like gloss over that bit. And here's the thing, but she's probably a little bit more open to taking input from others, and I'll speak to her. I will definitely speak to her and make sure that all your animals are safe and none will be slaughtered for a table. And
That's good. I'm glad that you have good relations with your mom. That's a relief.
okay, let's not stretch everything here. But yes, don't worry about it. I'll figure something out. I promise.
We should add that, like, before every stream, that we deal with generational trauma on the stream as well. So in case anybody doesn't want to deal with that, they can just click off.
Yep.
Wait, what? I didn't hear that last bit.
It's fine. Let's keep going.
Okay. Cool. All right. So, as you're saying all this, a man, you see, driving in on like a small halfling, who's like comes in. He's like dressed in like this fine like a suit. But the weird thing is, like, as he's arriving, he's not coming in like he's walking or like in vehicles flying. He's like on top of a stegosaurus, and a few other ones are following behind him, driven by other halflings, also dressed in more like rugged workman clothes as they like come towards the building. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, cool. You see them all like walking. They're all like coming towards you. Calathea even looks a little odd as this like little guy, this little halfling like comes forward and says, adjusts his like bow tie. Says, "Hi, I'm looking for Calathea, the owner of the ranch."
Ah, fuck. Bankers.
Uh,
We're not there,
Calathea-
are we?
Yeah. He said like Calathea's like, "Yeah, hi," and she's like pops. So, "Oh, good. I'm here. Yeah, I'm here for the construction work on the new to do the renovations on this place."
What renovations?
Yeah, as he was like saying a favorite thing. Wait, what renovations? And he starts pulling out a thing. You guys start arriving at this point, probably drawn by the attention of like a stegosaurus and all this kind of stuff. You guys all arrive to see this happening. This like man in the suit and these like construction halflings, as well as their dinosaurs. Like, oh, yeah, no, we got orders to renovate this place based on the new owner.
I look around and I'm gonna walk up and be like, Calathea, how are the animals doing? I know 3 of them.
Oh,
My sisters.
my
My sister, she's dead. She was infected by the disease and it's spreading everywhere. We need to
Oh.
close the ranch off.
Wow,
Leave
okay,
for 2
going in.
weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, quarantine this place.
Poor Chuma.
Calathea looks like, in the corner you see Chumma who's like there as well. They look Chumma's like,
I
and it falls over, pretending to like,
I've got disguise self as a spell. Can I suddenly break out into all sorts of shit
yes,
as a result of that?
yeah.
Then that is 100% what I just do.
Yeah, you can see like Calathea's like looking and says, "Oh my god, he's ill," and like everyone's like backing up, and like everyone's like,
oh no, it's
Oh.
spreading. Get away.
yeah, Clara!
Pewter buys into.
Transforming into like
Oh no.
different animals.
Oh my
I
god, he's blood on his face. It's just.
turned to the bankers and I'm like, you need to get out of here.
We need to quarantine this place.
Yeah.
Pewter buys into all of this and he's like, I'm leaving. I do not know if this affects Forge.
That's what effective.
Yeah, as Pewter runs off, as he's like going off at high speed, he notices like someone basically just a very odd sight. Just like this has been a bunch of odd sights. Someone's like flying in, but like he's flying in like this person's flying. He's flying on an umbrella, Mary Poppins style. You see this like very like fat, little small glasses, this little gnome, spiky red hair. He's like popping down like just like whoa, and he's like coming down. So like, hi, is this the ranch owned by Calathea? Hi. I'm
Get
from
the
House.
fuck out of here.
Everyone's dying in the ranch. My world is ending.
Oh, that's fine. Oh, that's fine. I have heart cancer. I only have 2 months to live. It's fine. And he like pops on that. He like, comes down, plops down, and I'm like, hi, I have a message for Calathea and Medu, Cosmo, Toaster, and Talvar, and also the 2 other cool blokes.
That would be
He's
us.
dying.
And scene.
Yeah. Yeah. The other, like the halflings with the dinosaurs are like backing the fuck. Like they're just like
Okay,
getting. They're
good.
not in earshot
Also, can I
anymore.
know what dinosaurs I've seen?
Like this is a new. Like you know of dinosaurs. They exist like, but they don't live in the LD niches. They live far off, like in the plains.
So-
like, but
The
you,
ones that I've seen, I want to know which ones I've seen because later on
oh
I
yeah.
can transform into them.
These are 3.
Nice.
1 Triceratops, 2 Stegosaurs.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Dope.
So yeah. He like pops open like his envelope. It's like, yes, this is a message from and he like looks down at his name and he's just saying,
I'm gonna
yeah, just say this is from
grab the letter.
yeah, this is from Chad Bro, and you just take the letter away.
Like, you need to go now.
No, I'm not
I'm
supposed to
looking
go until you've read the message.
I turned the letter around and I
Okay.
started.
All right, you read the message. Hey, Team Cosmo. I know I promised to take you all for a fancy dinner after the race, but I had some urgent work pop up, so I had to take off. Anyway, the whole drama over the race has got me thinking that there is someone out there trying to hurt me, your family, or all of us. So I'm going to take some time and look into things. Medu, Talvar, Pewter, and Cosmo. You're all a breath of fresh air in the races. Nogu's a pretty fun guy as well. Remember to protect him and his stuff. And as I fear, he's the kind of guy that needs help. This has been goodbye, race fans. I'll be back soon to get Pewter to make a joke. Meanwhile, I have some news. I took the liberty of purchasing the ranch you were all worried about. I leave it in your party's care. I know you'll take good care of it while I'm away. So congratulations on becoming part of Cool Ranch. You guys should just wing it for the ranch's emblem.
Congratulations, guys!
There's also
Who wants a joy?
There's also a PS addressed to Han. Yeah. PS to the wizard that passed me the blunt. Thanks for sharing, but your shit is weak. I'm sending some good stuff with someone. And don't worry about finding my agent. He will find you.
I have never been more hurt and excited simultaneously at the same time in my life.
I'm gonna pass the baggie to.
Yeah. The messenger he reaches in and he's passes over a contract over to you, Tower, because you're right next to it, and it's proof of ownership that he has bought, the ranch is bought, debt is paid for, in that regard, and also he puts this little bundle of you, and you can as he takes out his pocket, you realize it must be a bag of holding because now you can smell it, and you smell it, and it smells strong. And you look, and it unlike normal weed, this is bright red. As you're looking at it,
oh my god, I've heard about this. I didn't think it was real.
demon waste.
Oh my god, it's the demon waste of Malana. I did not believe this. Holy shit!
Oh yeah,
This is amazing.
oh my.
At this point, I turn to the two new owners of the ranch and I look at them immediately. Anything you guys need, I'll fucking die for you.
I hold my arms out to him to
Calathea starts crying once she realizes what's happening.
Wait, so did we just send away the renovators the chats?
He looks at them and yeah, yeah, that makes more sense because the Vidalis wouldn't own the ranch until tomorrow.
Yeah, that checks.
Wait, you guys are not all dying?
Well, 2 weeks.
To answer your question, Pewter, my minor in college was theater.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. As you're looking at that, and your sister is, because she's a little far away, she hasn't realized what happened. She and your sisters are basically reenacting her death. Oh, she was so young. This is taking her.
I look over and I'm like, cut, it's fine.
Oh, good. I said, my minor in college is gonna be theater. What do you guys think?
I'm like, that's how you'll end up. And I pointed.
I have a few notes, but I think you should do it anyway.
I don't know how. He looks a bit too smart. Looks a bit too smart for me, but I like what I'm smelling. And she looks at the demon waste Milan weed.
I hide it behind. Is that your sister who I've just met?
Yes.
Yeah.
She has.
Yeah, sorry, but so far you and me were just work acquaintances.
Chamma looks upset while.
This is the friend's weed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, well, Karate is really excited, and she's gonna. We'll get those guys to come back. We'll get those guys to come back tomorrow to fix up the ranch. But this is great news, guys.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
Because
so
this
you guys,
pandemic that ended in a day. Whoa.
I know. Imagine the pandemic went on longer than a day. That'd be
Future at this point.
Worse.
Future at this point.
That would be like some sort of fiction land, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. That would never happen.
Future's like, if there was a pandemic, we would all have to start practicing social distancing and have to isolate. It would be very
I
inconvenient.
trip you.
Wow, that's crazy. I mean, this toaster talks a lot of shit. I know this is Dungeons and Dragons, but Jesus, there be limits to what the imagination can do and imagine.
Has to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is Dungeons and Dragons, Han?
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons, you know what? It just give me toast.
Ding toast.
It's like offices and bosses, like this fun game that we played over in
Oh
China.
yeah, offices and boxes. Everyone knows about that. Even Calathea
Yeah.
nods.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
roll these icosahedrons. It's great fun.
I had Chami looks like I had Tali used to be into that, but then she spent too much money on dice, and we had to cut her off.
Wow.
Oh, I have a friend like that.
Is this
Yeah.
game anything like Monopoly? That is my favorite game.
Okay.
Alright, we're gonna fix that. I'm gonna delete that from this model.
All right.
You know, for a toaster, you are one capitalistic mofo.
That's
Yeah.
what I said. You like the capitalist game? Sure.
Yeah. All right. So
It has
as-
clear structures. You can earn money and win. I understand the nature of the game. The rules make sense.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No.
Again, I look at Felix. People.
Yeah. As you guys talk about this, celebrating, maybe cracking in some of the red weed. You see, Nogu just like has ended up over the course of the night, has ended up on top of his shed. Food like been brought in from Talvar's mom. She's like brought in some all kinds of like tasty food, especially once they figure out they can toast up food once it gets cold with pewter. And you see him, he's like up on top of the shed, and he looks like he's meditating. He might also just be really high, just from contact high. Like he wasn't allowed to have any more, but just like it's so strong, like the smell.
Let's
Is like,
box ourselves, like all the doors.
In a ranch, on an open
Oh,
ranch. Sure.
yeah.
Imagine.
It's going to be night, right? Like
Yeah,
we're
it is
probably
night.
gonna have a long rest at some point soon.
Oh yeah, no,
So
you're
I'm-
back. Yeah.
I'm gonna make a packet of good berries, 10 good berries right now, and just keep them with me.
Yeah.
Wait, what's that? Can I have one?
Yeah, I'll pass you one. It's
I'm gonna pass a joint around, and every time I do it, I'm gonna say shit like, "Oh man, I hope the owners don't notice," and then crack up immensely every single time I say it.
Yeah.
Even at the 7th time he cracks that joke, I am in tears. I'm like, that's the
Yeah.
funniest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah. Yeah.
My eyes are like bloodshot at this point.
Yeah, Chama looks at it he's like, that joke's not funny. But like Tali is like laughing every time. Like she thinks this is hilarious. Tali the smart twin with the glasses, while Chama's like the more socialite, and she's like, that's not a funny joke. And Tali's like, that's funny, that's funny. And she's like laughing along, looking at Han as this is happening, like she's like trying to enjoy the joke repeatedly. As Kali is not partaking, but she's just like running up and down Centaur style, just like enjoying the fact that she still owns the ranch, kind of, and doesn't have to lose it all. Yeah. And Cosmo's not flying, but he's like having fun as well. He's like galloping up and down. He may have taken a little bit of the red weed while you guys weren't looking.
I'm
now
kidding,
he's
guys. I
like-
may have given it to him.
Oh,
Notice. I hope the owners don't notice.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Nogu's like up in the corner, he's like, I see it all. Oh my word! And he starts chanting and really like, oh, the stars. He's looking at it like, I see what the next relic is.
where is it?
I show you. It's in a place far off, guarded by walls, over the grey mountains. It's in.
Does it have a
Yeah.
name?
Yes, the name is. It's in Great Crag. In Drome. And he like topples over and he just like falls off.
Alright, off to bed with you. Like before
I'll
he
catch
falls
him. No, I'll catch him. I'm with him, so I'll catch him.
Anyone can do like a knowledge history check if they don't know what Drome or Great Crag is.
Yeah,
Knowledge or history? I will do history check.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
I will roll a measly 10.
12.
I'll do a HP check.
Yeah,
I'll do the shit out of a HP check.
Yeah.
So it's a 13 plus 5, 18.
18, nice. Okay. Anyone got higher than 18?
I got a 20, not natural.
Nice.
Raining on his parade.
Good stuff. And what you got, Felix?
I haven't rolled. Sorry, I couldn't find my thing.
Just history check if you have it.
yeah. I got nothing. I got a 5.
Okay. You 5, you don't know what Great Crag is, but even with 5, you know what Drome is. Drome is a nation of monsters that was like formed in the last 4 years, as Braylon had to like move away from had to withdraw because of the war. A large territory was taken over by several monsters and ruled over specifically by 3 hags, the Sisters Krell. With a 10 and 12, this is like monster territory. It's not recognized by as one of as a nation. It's not covered by a treaty, but it's like people aren't fucking with hags and trolls and all those lots there. There's like, I think, monster territory. They're like a civilized-ish kind of nation. 10 or 12, Great Crag is the capital. It's like deep in monster territory. Like few non-monsters go there. Like it's like very, very hidden, very secret. And like you've heard stories about like oh, they kidnap people, it's horrific. Some of it's like propaganda against the monsters. Others is like, no, legitimately, they're still monsters. They're still like a threat. 18 and 20, you guys know that there are ways to get to. Knows that Rome is not like trying to be civilized. Like it's trying to come off as like, oh, we don't kidnap people, we don't do, and so we try and be respectful because they don't want to lose. They want to be recognized as a nation. That's their goal. But also, it's still a dangerous place because it's difficult enough.
So glad this doesn't mirror any real geopolitical events in our
no, because
because
there are still harpies running about. There are still like trolls. There's still like ogres that are causing shit. And on the way to Great Crag, there's a mayor who is literally a mind flayer of one of the towns. And there's quite a fear like he says he's well behaved. But again, a mind flayer literally mind controls people, and he feeds on brains. So it's like they say they're being nice. They say they're trying to be nice. And there are dragon mark presences in the house. Like there is some civilized presence. There are like dragon mark houses who are there. You can provide safe passage there. There are ways you can get there, but it's very dangerous, and it's not like a place you go holidaying.
Which houses?
House Drask, the Half-Orc house. They have a very strong presence there. House Oriel has a presence there because they do travel. They like enable like traveling up and down that area quite easily. House Dennett has a very small presence there. They basically recruit some of the monsters people, the gnolls and whatnot, to become mercenaries. Because House Dennett employs a large mercenary guard force. But House Drask is the biggest one.
Did you say House Oreo?
Orion.
That's what I heard. Oil, and I was like, yeah.
House Orion.
They're very black and white about things.
But you know.
Does that affect Warforged as well? Can I take another sniff of the back?
What, Oreos?
Like, you need to go turn off for.
again, I look at Felix and I'm like, yo, did the toaster just make a joke?
It's a jokester now.
Nogu with his concussion is agreeing. Like, that's hilarious.
Like, how about this? Before we all go to bed, is there anybody here who needs anything patched up? Has anybody heard anything broken that I can help anybody with? I have one thing I can do tonight, and then I'm done.
I would like to increase my rate of actions if that is possible. Can you improve that? I believe I was too slow during the last.
How about we work on that? Maybe in the morning, because my brain is just that shit's real good, and maybe in the morning. But yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
I have a plan.
I would also like to know what demon waste feels like. I am not able to be, as you call it, high.
Han, do you want to explain what it's like to be high? I feel like you're the
Alright, let me see. I'll explain this. Pewter, have you ever almost run out of power?
Yes, many times.
Do you know what that half second of almost shutdown feels like?
Yes, very traumatic.
Where everything's all scrambly and weird and you're not quite sure whether you're going to go one way or the other.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not like that at all. It's way better. I don't know where I'm going with this. But thank you for asking anyway.
Right.
Pewter just stares off into the distance because of all the traumatic memories that have come back. He's like,
I'm gonna wrap one up around Peter and be like, it's okay. You're here now. You're safe. It's fine. We're just all friends here.
Yeah. And with
There's
that,
no burning children. I promise you, there's no burning children.
I should tell you my joke about the burning orphanage.
And with that, that's where we go. That's where we end the session for today. I hope you had fun watching the Broken 12 and Daisies and Dragons. Yes, join the Discord. Maybe we'll hear the burning orphanage joke there.
Oh no.
I think we do have an announcement about dice giveaway.
But Shubham has something to say.
Do I? Wait.
You were like,
No, I'm good.
okay, cool. In that case, the winner of today's giveaway is drum roll, Navneet.
Hey, Navneet, what's up?
Navneet, if you're in chat, if you're still around, send me a DM on Discord. The link to our Discord server is in the description. and I will get your dice to you. Congratulations.
And what do you mean if he's still around? Of course he's still around. Everyone's a fan. They stay through the whole 2 hours
Oh
of the
yeah,
stream.
yeah, yeah. Everybody
Yeah.
blocks out 2 hours every Wednesday to watch it.
Yeah.
Obviously. Yeah.
Like, we're the
Nothing
most
else.
entertaining thing on the internet, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, that's all for announcements. Thank you so
Well,
much for
good.
sticking around.
And I hope to see you. We look forward to seeing you guys next week.
Where we
on
will
the
still
Broken
be
Sword.
joined by Karun and Rohan,
Yeah.
Yes.
but not
Cool.
letting them go anywhere anytime soon,
Yeah.
so.
We'll figure out more about. Yeah. And you guys are on the way to Drome.
And
Time.